What's up? Episode 7 No Name Podcast coming in.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Before we start, I think we had, at the time of recording this, we had about 700 and something views on the last episode, which is amazing. I'm really grateful for that. But less than 10% of the views are from subscribers.
Subscribe to the channel.
You could really do us a favour by, if you haven't subscribed, if you do watch this video and you haven't subscribed yet, you could really do us a favour by subscribing to the channel. It's down there somewhere.
I've just sent you a little note. That's why I was on my phone. I was just checking. I wasn't ignoring you guys. Don't worry.
So we're going to do.
I was just sending a little note for a reminder of a thing I've got to ask.
We're going to do the usual stuff. Bit of sports to talk about. Might not talk about the NFL this week. Not very happy about that. Bit of news.
No, we'll talk about the NFL, definitely.
Why? I don't want to. And then we've got our usual top 5 WTFs. Bit of a tenable challenge.
Which is a very good one this week.
For you this week, I've just moved something in the notes. That wasn't very clever. I didn't mean to do that. Let's put that back. So, we'll start with sports. I need to stop flicking things around on here. Still top of the league. So since we filmed the last one,
we're inevitable.
I think we've beaten Sheffield United 3-1 at home, which was. I wish I'd been there for before the game as much as for during the game, because that performance from the enemy before, so that the enemy played like Coventry City's anthem, "We'll live and die in these towns," before the game, and there was fireworks, and I think it put the team under pressure a little bit.
Have we not recorded a pod since that result?
I don't think we have.
Yeah, because it was last Tuesday, wasn't it?
Perhaps we have.
Yeah, I think we would have. I don't know if we spoke about it.
It was amazing, wasn't it? Like to see
it's
the
hard
enemy.
to keep track of what wins we've spoken about because they just keep winning.
And then we won, and then we went to Stoke, first versus second. Potentially really tough game because Stoke have been scoring goals for fun.
And they've got our old manager.
He knows
all the players.
And it was a home game for them. They've been absolutely flying. But Ephron Mason-Clark
comes up big
went flying in the box.
Scored a half volley over the head kick.
Brilliant,
that is
brilliant
filthy
goal.
tackers.
Not only did he score an absolute worldie, it was with 5 minutes to go. He put himself in danger for the team. He got a bit of a smack in the face for his troubles, but amazing. So we head into the international break. 15 games played. So we're about a third of the way through the season. We're 5 points clear. 5 points clear at the top of the league.
5, yeah. Let me fact check that.
Now,
I don't want to be spreading false news onto the podcast. We'll get cancelled.
Going into like what's now an international break, which we hate.
Yeah, we're on 34. Middlesbrough on 29. We've won 10, drawn 4, lost 1. Just to put into perspective how good that is. Second have won 8, drawn 5, lost 2, and our goal difference second. So us and Middlesbrough in second have both conceded 13 goals, which is pretty good. But they've scored 19 and we scored 40.
I mean, the amount of goals we're scoring, I'd like to take credit for it a little bit actually, because I said
it's all you're doing.
I said at the start of the season, sat and watched the first game of the season where we drew 0-0 with Hull, and I said, the issue City are going to have this season is that I don't see where the goals are going to come from. They're going to play lots of really nice football with no end product, and they're not going to score any goals. And in the following 14 games since that one, they've scored 40. And I think have only failed to score in 2 of those matches. They've had games where they've scored 4, 5, and 7.
They've scored 5 twice.
Scored 5 twice. I think they might have scored 4 twice, but anyway, they've scored absolutely bucketfuls
of goals,
bucketfuls of goals. So yeah, all credit for Coventry's season so far goes to me.
People think it's Frank Lampard's the hero.
Yeah, it's
no.
But I gave them the inspiration they needed at the time. But no, it continues to
remarkable.
Continues to be incredible.
Yeah.
International break this weekend. I think we're filming this on a Thursday night. I think England are actually at the time of filming this. I think they're about to kick off in about 20 minutes. But qualifiers, dead games. They're already through.
I can't wait. I'm
for the World
excited.
Cup. Probably won't bother.
I'm so glad that Cov aren't playing this weekend for this. This is what I'm excited about.
They're playing Serbia, so we always do a prediction. So for the England game against Serbia, I'm going to go 4-1.
17 now.
17.
In fact, oh my god, let me mention this now so I don't forget. This is remarkable. So, I was on... My actual score for the England game is 3-0. I was on SofaScore, which is my football app, the other day. And I accidentally clicked, instead of clicking on England to see what games were going on, I accidentally clicked on Brazil. And I saw this team, right? It's in the Brazilian Women's League, right? They're top of the league with. I'll let you have a prediction first. They're top of the league after 3 games. They've won 3, lost 0. So standard top of the league procedure after 3 games. What do you think their goal difference is? Goals to and goals against?
It's gonna be something ridiculous. They're gonna have scored like 30 and conceded 2 or something.
Their goals for is 49. And their goals against is 1. But the best thing is they won. This is genuinely true, by the way. You can even go and fact check this. They won 23-0, then won 3-1, then won 23-0 again. I looked, I was like, oh my god, that's genuine. I took a screenshot of it for the pod. And I just remember now. I was like,
that is
damn,
impressive.
that's actually crazy. Like, that is genuinely incredible. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I don't know if they're just going to do that all year, but I need to remind myself to go back and check in like 4 months and see if they're genuinely romping the league like that. That's incredible.
The good thing is for us as fans of club football, this is the last international break for a little while now.
Yeah.
I think it's about March the next one, isn't it?
I probably said this in the pod in the last international break, but which is the reason we won't go over too much about why we hate it, because we've done that in the last podcast. But I think there's a rumour saying that next year they're going to get it all out of their system in one go, and they're going to do like a months-long international break, which I'd much rather they do.
Yeah, well, the sooner it gets out of the way, the better.
I'd rather the international break was the month before the season started.
Yeah, I'd rather,
because then you don't realise you're missing out on anything, because it absolutely does my head in.
I don't like it.
It annoys me when Cov are like bang average, but it's even more annoying because we're watching this as a job.
You want them to play every you want them to be a game every week.
It's still annoying. It's like, what? It just keeps stopping so you can watch England Serbia. It's like no one even. Well, I swear we play Serbia like twice a year.
There's always either Serbia or Andorra. Isn't it? Andorra a lot.
And it's so weird. Oh, it's boring. Anyway.
But we're not that far away now. What, we're probably about 6 weeks away from the transfer window opening.
Yeah, man.
So City get a chance to sign or maybe risk losing some of their better players. I'd like to think not. I'd like to think our better players would want to stick around. What do you reckon? January comes around. We're going to be, hopefully we're still going to be right up there in the mix.
Yeah. I think...
Do we need much?
Specific... Well, I think we're pretty much nailed on to sign that Mane.
Mane? Oh, the Gambian lad that's been playing in Sweden.
Sweden, yeah. I think the team he played for in Sweden, they won the league.
Yeah.
But their story's incredible. It's
only like their 4th or 5th year in existence.
Yeah, they came up right up from the bottom and they've like somehow won the league. It's like quite a cool.
Nalby or something like that.
Yeah. In terms of specific like actual players I could name, I always struggle with Cov because if you go through a starting 11 now, I think I'd heard of Matty Grimes before he played for Cov.
Yeah.
And I think other Cov fans would probably have heard of Ellis Sims maybe because he played in the Premier League. I've literally not heard of anybody else.
You think of some of the players that we've lost in recent years, and you think of the likes of Gus Hamer and Victor Gyökeres, who are both quite well-known footballers now. I don't think, unless you were a die-hard Brighton fan, you'd never heard of Victor Gyökeres.
No.
And unless you were a really keen follower of Dutch football, you'd never heard of Gus Hamer.
But Gus wasn't even that good before he
And
signed for his
they went on to become, they've now become much better known players. But I don't think, in terms of what City need, with the way they're playing at the moment, and sort of touch wood, there's no injuries to sort of think about. They need to bring in some squad depth. I think that's probably what's missing, isn't it? Rather than players that you think we're desperate for a starting player in this position.
I'd like to see us sign a centre back, a defensive midfielder, and a left winger, or a winger, but specifically a left winger, all for cover. No starters, all for cover.
Yeah, I think certainly another centre back.
I think if both of Bobby and Leon Kitchen get injured at the same time, we're absolutely screwed.
Well, I think it showed against Wrexham that our players, our defensive players that we've got on the bench, are cover. As good as that, I've got nothing against any of them.
Yeah.
But they're cover as opposed to starters.
Yeah, and then I think, especially a centre back, because we sold Louis Binks and Latibody is not really playing, and we've only replaced it with Wolfenden.
Yeah.
So I think if you've sold Binks and you've decided that Latibody is not good enough, or he's not fit enough, but he's going away with Jamaica, which is weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think you need another centre back. I think defensive midfielder. Every Cov fan in the world can agree. If Matty Grimes get injured, we are screwed. So you need someone.
Or even I think even in this period, especially as we come towards the Christmas period, where the games are sort of every couple of days over that Christmas period, I don't think any of the players, barring perhaps the goalkeeper, because it's a different level of fitness, I don't think any of the outfield players can be expected to play 90 minutes for 4 games in 12 days.
Exactly.
I don't think you can do that. So I think at some point, I think Matty Grimes plays just about every minute of every game.
He does,
He's going to have to be rested at some point.
Yeah, and then I would say another left-sided player to go behind Efron, because when he's injured, there's kind of nobody else. Well, there is nobody else.
Well, we lose the balance, don't we? Because Brandon Thomas Asante goes and plays over there. And don't get me wrong, he puts an absolute shift in.
He's not good.
Wherever you put him on the pitch, he puts an absolute shift in.
Yeah.
But he's not a naturally left-sided player.
No, not at all.
And so when we lose that balance. We have Sakamoto, who, by the way,
class
has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
After a bit of a shaky start to the season, he's been unbelievable in the last 3 or 4 games. Absolutely amazing.
I think that being said, that's what I'm saying I think we need. I'll make a prediction now, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, whatever. We'll sign that Mane and that'll be it.
I wouldn't mind that, because I think when you look at our team, one of the things I like about our team is, for once, it's been built over a couple of years.
True, yeah.
There's no superstars.
No, we're a team.
It's a team where it's very good players in every position. If you look, we haven't got like a superstar attacking midfielder that then the rest of the team has to all be built around. We've got lots of really solid, really good players.
Yeah.
And I think in the Championship, that's a recipe for, quite clearly, it's a recipe for doing really, really well.
With the playoff team, we had Gus and Vic, who were ridiculous, and then everyone else was decent. Callum Doyle was pretty good.
But that playoff team, it was, the proof was there, wasn't it? Because we were absolutely bossing. We got ourselves back in, having been really poor in the first half in that playoff final. We got ourselves back in the game. We got ourselves back level. Gus Hamer was absolutely running the show.
What do you think?
And he went off injured for 15 minutes. And we looked all of a sudden, from the second he went off, we looked like we were hanging on for penalties.
What do you think if you took this current team and Gus played next to Grimes and Gyökeres played up front, we'd probably go invincible. It's like, we'd probably never lose.
What about that though? Let me put a scenario to you. We're come January the 1st, when the transfer window opens, we're in exactly the same position as we are now. We're 5 points clear at the top of the league and looking really, really strong for promotion. Would it be worth seeing if you can rattle Sheffield United's cage and put a cheeky 10 million bid in for Gus?
I think you could go lower than that in a team that.
What are we selling for? 15?
15, yeah. 15.
They're going to want at least what they paid for him, aren't they? Although it doesn't always work that way.
Think when you've sold somebody to a Premier League team and they're now bottom of the Championship, you're pushing what you can ask for players.
It's again even more if they're still in the bottom 5 or 6 during that time. Then you think, well, it might really, really be worth a cheeky little punt. I mean, I'd love to. I hated to see him. I understood why he left, but I hated to see him go.
Man.
And I always got the impression that he didn't really want to go, but he kind of had to.
Yeah, Gus for reference, is because I imagine most people watching this won't even know who he is, but he's my all-time favourite Cov player in my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, if Cov...
So I would do anything for...
If Cov announced they'd re-signed Gus Hamer, you'd have to go and spend some alone time in your bedroom.
I'll tell you what, I would have a Gus Hamer... I'd have a Gus Hamer Cov shirt from this season.
Tattoo on your face.
Faster than you can blink. Yeah, that would be in my football shirt drawer.
It would be great.
You can even blink.
It would be great to see. I'd love to see him come back because he was great. He was great when he played for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. NFL. Bad week to be a Buccaneers fan, and I know if Vicky watches this, my Buccaneers played against her New England Patriots this week, and the Patriots, I've got to say, it was a really good game actually, and I've got to say the Patriots thoroughly deserved their win. As much as I hate to say it, the Bucs got a little bit scrappy either side of half time and gave up. I think we gave up a touchdown with the last play of the first half, and another touchdown with the first play of the second half. The Patriots look really good. Got a really good, young, exciting team. Their quarterback is an absolute baller. Like superstar. I was going to say superstar of the future. He might actually be a superstar of the now.
I think he's a superstar now, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Really tough loss for the Bucs coming off a bye week. Always disappointing to lose when you've had a couple of weeks off. We're starting to get a few of our injured players coming back, but we go to this week. We play the Buffalo Bills away, who are coming off probably their worst performance in the last 5 or 6 years.
Oh God, yeah,
they got absolutely drilled by them.
I think, like you're saying, probably the last 5 years, you are about to play the Bills at the best possible time.
Or the worst, because if they're looking to rebound, which you think they should be, it's going to be a tough game. Going to be a really, really tough game.
Yeah.
Ravens are coming back, aren't they?
Yeah, 4-5 now, I think. Beat the Vikings 27-19. It's a bit of a weird game because they weren't that good. They were just sort of like... the Ravens were sort of expected to be decent. And I think they put on an average performance for what you would have expected them to be like. Not what they've been like so far. But I think they went 1-5. They're now 4-5, and they play the Browns this weekend. So it should really... I should come into the next
get
podcast...
them back to even money.
Get them back to even. I think the whole season, even whilst they were bottom, they were still favourites to win the conference.
Still a good team, yeah.
It's like it was always... It was never just going to continue to go on like that and continue to be that bad.
Once Lamar Jackson came back...
It worked great with him, though, because...
They were going to be right up there, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good week for my NFL, not for you. For once.
SJ's delighted, not because the Giants lost, but because they sacked the coach, which she's been calling.
She's been
calling for a couple of weeks.
To be fair. Yeah, because they are 2-8 now.
And they were up again. It was another game. It was the third game. I saw the thing that they've lost 3 games now in the final seconds, having been up by at least 10 points. And the odds of it happening in all 3 games was something like 60,000 to 1.
Yeah.
And it managed to happen. It's just the great news if you're a fan of the NFL and having been a Buccaneers fan is due to injuries, Jameis Winston is going to start for the New York Giants. So literally anything could happen.
Yeah.
he'll probably throw for 600 yards.
Yeah, 15 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. And at least 1 pick six.
Yeah.
And there'll be some antics as it goes
exciting.
along as well. He's a player. He was absolute sort of heart attack fuel when he played for the last year he played for the Buccaneers. He set a franchise record for passing yards, threw for over 5,000 yards in the season, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But also threw 32 interceptions in a season where they only played 16 games. So it was two a game. I think of those 32 interceptions, something like 18 of them were returned for touchdowns.
I think Lamar Jackson's thrown 1 so far this year.
Yeah, but I think Baker Mayfield's only thrown 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And some of the top quarterbacks go a season without throwing any. So 32 is quite a big effort.
Yeah, I think it's a bit annoying for the Giants, isn't it? Because as much as it's funny that they're really terrible, because they are one of the worst teams. They've had Scatterbo, Jackson Dart, and Malik Neighbours all get injured.
Yeah,
in the first half, which is such a shame because it's the most exciting players.
I think it's been a horrible season, but for the Giants, I think if you look at it at the moment, they're in line for if the NFL draft was to happen today, I think the Giants would pick 3rd.
Yeah, because I think Tennessee are 1 and 8.
Yeah, I think it's the Jets.
The Jets
next.
are 2 and 7. I think Giants are 2 and 8.
Yeah, so they pick 3rd, which is. You think on the one hand, you've got all these good players. You know, Cam Scatterbo is going to be back next season. Malik Neighbours is going to be back next season. Jackson Dart's probably going to be back the week after next.
Yeah, you think they get a top draft pick and they could actually be pretty good next year.
So you think if they get a new coach, a new general manager, a good draft strategy, a good free agent strategy, they've got some good. Because I think Jackson Dart, again, a bit like I said with Drake May. I think Jackson Dart is a potential star of the future. He's shown some signs.
I think that's been quite obvious though. Like I'm not sure how he only went into the season without being QB1 because Russell Wilson's a vet.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason why.
That's very true.
Like realistically it should have been. I saw a TikTok actually when he came into the QB1. There was a comment on this TikTok from like July. And it was an edit of Jackson Dart, and someone put give it 5 games and said he's QB1. I think he's QB1 after 4.
Yeah, it's good to see those young exciting players come in. I was so gutted that Scatterbo got injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, NBA. LeBron's still not playing.
Yeah, he's actually on assignment to the G League, which it would be hilarious. Yeah, he's training with the G League. Do you know they send him down? LaMelo Ball and Mason Plumlee are currently doing it for the Hornets. Do you know, like coming back from injury, so they like start off with the G League, and then LeBron's currently training with South Bay Lakers.
Yeah, I hope he does. I'm starting to think more and more that he's just gonna fizzle out this
Career's
season.
just gonna fizzle. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to announce that he's retiring at like the All-Star break or something, and everyone will be like, "Oh, yeah, duh."
Yeah.
Sort of, you know.
I really hope that isn't the case because if he's going to go out, I want him to do it properly. And he deserves to have it done properly. But I've got a feeling it's the same as you. Like I reckon if he comes back and there's another little problem, you're pushing it then, aren't you?
As to paraphrase the great philosopher Jamie Carragher, leave the basketball before the basketball leaves you. Apologies to any Scousers that watch.
Yeah,
that was a Scouse accent, by the way.
Yeah, I think. I mean, for him, it's one of those like, how long do you want to keep doing it for? Because realistically, I did see a video about this actually. It's quite a good discussion. It was like, how long will it take LeBron James to not be good enough to get on an NBA roster? Because I think if you look at how many they looked at how many players are on an NBA roster, like signed to an NBA roster. And I think the NBA's got like 450 players in it or something. And it was like, how long would it take for LeBron to not be one of the top 450 players in world basketball.
Yeah. Well, you think how many teams would be willing to keep him, or even in sort of 5 or 6 years' time when he's way past and he's long retired, how many teams would still be willing to keep him on as a sort of playing assistant coach, mentor?
I think if you look,
15th guy on the bench that you know is never going to play.
well, you think you don't want it to be a business sort of thing either, do you? Because realistically, whatever team LeBron goes to, his jersey would be the highest jersey sales of that team.
They're going to sell a lot of shirts, yeah.
So and you don't want him to be used for that sort of thing. I'd rather just see him at the end of this year say next year's going to be my last year and go out with a bang and do one last proper season rather than like getting 15 injuries in 3 years and just slowly
have it fizzle out.
Every time you play a game, it's like you've got a left toe injury and then you've got a calf strain, and your knees are hurting, and your back's starting to go, and it's like just leave it before you end up going out in a sad sort of way.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. End of the sport. The first news article, I was quite happy the other week because I found out at work that I was getting a 4% pay rise. And I was quite happy about that. And then I saw Elon Musk has had a pay deal agreed where he's going to earn $1 trillion. $1 trillion. Which is mental.
For what?
I think it's from Tesla, isn't it?
But
I think a lot of it, I think when I looked at it, a lot of it is shares. So he'd have like hundreds of millions of shares that are each worth like $250, $300 or something.
But he owns everything, doesn't he?
You think
he just owns it.
How can it be that you've got one individual that earns more than the GDP of most countries? Like $1 trillion is a number that when I was a kid, you wouldn't have even thought $1 trillion. We struggled to remember what came after million.
Yeah.
And now you've got trillion.
It's quite funny, isn't it? It's like, what the hell?
It just seems crazy to me that you can earn when there's people living, and you can say, oh well, he's earned it.
Really?
Has he?
I'd love to know, like genuinely as well, how much money Elon Musk has got in his bank account right now.
Yeah.
He's not got a bank account with like 500 billion in there.
No.
Obviously not.
No.
I'd love to, like, if Elon Musk right now was to go about his normal day and go and pay for something, that account that he pays for it with, how much money
What's
has
in
that
there?
got in
Yeah. Does he even have access to? Does he have bank cards? Has he got a phone
Has he got a bank account
that's got his Lloyd's Bank app on it that he can tap and go?
Yeah, exactly. Like, does Elon Musk use Apple Pay?
There's a question. Does Elon Musk use Apple Pay?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a crazy, and the money that these like top executives are making. I just think I have no problem with people being super rich, but I think being super rich and not taking the opportunity to do something good with it.
Me and G were talking about
And
this.
I saw it. There was a really good comment from somebody saying Trump is the richest man in the world. When it's Bill Gates is the richest man in the world for quite a long time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The Bill, I think it's the Bill and I think his wife's name's Melinda. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Well, he basically switched from being this tech billionaire to being a philanthropist.
Yeah, philanthropist. Yeah. But you don't see where is the Elon Musk Medical Center, the Elon Musk School of this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Where because to have all that money and not do things, everything he does with his money is designed to make him more money.
But how is the Elon, like you just said, how is the Elon Musk Foundation not something that you hear about like, every day for what they're doing? It's absolutely mental. I think me and G were speaking about it because Billie Eilish announced that she basically gave away like 22% of her fortune.
Yeah.
And she said she's waiting to do it again. Once her next album drops, she's just waiting to get,
Yeah.
they then get all their fortune again. And then she gives away like loads of it because she doesn't need it.
But you think, what are you...
You don't, do you?
For all these billionaires, what are you hoarding that money for?
Well, nothing costs
What's the
$1
point?
trillion, does it?
You've now got to a point, whether you're Elon Musk, whether you're Jeff Bezos, who's another very unlikable character. You've got all this money, you've made all these billions, fantastic. For what? What are you going to do? Because it's more money than you and the next 20 generations of your family could ever spend.
But you're not going to. You can't spend $1 billion on a house,
So
a
why?
car, and much money can be spent on, is there?
But you think of, I always think of the good that it could do. And I think particularly with someone like Bezos at Amazon, I disagree entirely with someone like him making billions and billions of dollars when there's people working for his company full time that are having to visit food banks.
Yeah.
If you're a billionaire and people within your company are struggling to make ends meet, you're not paying them enough.
Yeah, it's a disgrace, really.
You could quite happily afford, he could afford to double his average worker's salary and probably still be the second or third richest man in the world.
You think realistically, Elon Musk could, if he decided that he was just going to straight up, no complicated things to do with it, end homelessness, it would probably take about a year.
He could end world hunger, world poverty.
That's what I'm saying. All in all, it
he's
would probably take about a year.
But they choose, and I don't understand why.
That's it. It'd be done.
I mean, I know greed is part of the human condition, but greed to that extreme, that extent, just seems wild to me.
It is crazy.
You're hoarding all this stuff while there's people. I just don't think.
It is horrible.
I have no issue. I have no issue with people being super wealthy. Got no problem with people being.
Well, it's not really, like, if you set up
at the expense of lots of people being super poor, in order to make you super wealthy.
We think like Jeff Bezos. You can't really help it. Sometimes like Jeff Bezos just set up a company. It just happened to be one of the biggest companies in the world, and it just happens to make you a billionaire. But it's like you can do. It's your responsibility after that for then what you do. And I don't understand, like you said, I don't understand how it doesn't come across your mind to try and sort these things out.
But the people like Bezos have become billionaires off the back of not paying their staff properly. You're paying your staff the absolute minimum, pathetic amount of money that you can get away with paying them in order to make yourself wealthy beyond any reasonable need. Yeah. And then you only ever reinvest that money back into things that are making you even more wealthy. What's the point?
Elon Musk has got some like weird fetish with like spaceships.
Yeah,
space technology. It's like, mate, like
I don't see the point.
Yeah, why so interested in everybody else's planets when ours is a complete state?
You've got an opportunity to do something great and you build a fucking cock rocket and fire yourself into orbit. Why? What's the point?
It's annoying, isn't it?
The other article in the news. Now I know at the time of recording this, it feels like the brown sticky stuff's about to hit the fan in terms of Donald Trump, and I like to try and keep it light-hearted if we can.
But we're getting close to the end.
But the thing that I wanted to talk about is, I think it was last week, he had some. I think there were pharmaceutical company executives in the Oval Office, and whilst one of them was giving an address in the office, another one fainted.
I've seen it, yeah.
And what was fascinating to me was not only the reaction of Trump, but the reaction of RFK Jr.
Just before you say what his reaction was, because I've seen the video of the guy fainted, but I haven't seen the reaction. Can I just have a guess? Did he either not care or make it all about himself?
So the two things, I mean, RFK Jr., who is the Secretary of State for Health in America, bolted out the nearest door. As soon as the guy started to faint,
I assume that was to get like an ambulance or something.
he fucked off he bolted quicker than you like. Donald Trump, who was sat at his desk when all this happened, stood up and was absolutely motionless. Didn't say anything. It was like someone had switched him off. He just stood there. And I think if anything demonstrated how much that guy couldn't give a toss
about anybody
about
else,
anybody, it was that.
Yeah.
It was that moment. And there was another moment, because obviously in the last week or so it's been Remembrance or Veterans Day as they call it in the States. And there was another sort of showed the difference between a real leader and Donald Trump. In the Barack Obama snuck onto a flight that was full of veterans. He snuck onto a flight to say thank you to them all for their service.
What guy?
And then Donald Trump gave an address where he told some lies about how great his approval rate, and it was all about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough about Trump, because I think it's all about to go badly wrong for him and several others of his ilk.
Is it WTF time?
WTF time.
Because I've not got one this week. I'm sorry. I've had a lack of being pissed off.
I've got one.
So I've got another thing to contribute instead. So I'll let you do yours first.
Yeah.
Because that's the actual section.
It is kind of football related.
Obviously.
Because
That's
what we talk about a lot. It's teams stealing other teams' managers. That's what's annoying me at the moment. So Wolverhampton Wanderers are having a crap season. They're bottom of the Premier League by a country mile, look destined for relegation. So they did what every team does in that position: sack the manager. Whether you agree with it or not, sack the manager. Sacking him 6 weeks after he signed a 3-year contract seems to be a strange move, because I imagine it probably cost them a few million quid to get out of it. But the thing that annoys me is that they've then gone and they've got Rob Edwards as their new manager from Middlesbrough. Now, Middlesbrough at this point in the season are absolutely flying. They're second in the Championship behind Coventry. They're playing brilliant football. They've got some good players there. They look destined to be one of the teams that are right in the promotion mix. And now, because Wolves are having a crap season, it's now impacted on Middlesbrough's season, which doesn't seem fair to me.
See, this is an interesting WTF this week, because I don't agree with your point.
See, I don't think.
So I'll play.
I don't think
the
teams
opposition
should. If you sack your manager, you shouldn't be able to go after a manager who's already employed, who's already at a team.
But with that, there's then only a limited amount of managers, if any, at certain times that you can go and get. And then, as well as that part isn't as big of a deal. But it then puts pressure on the managers that are out of a job, because realistically, if you could only go for a manager that's out of a job, if there's one manager that's only out of a job, and then Wolves manager gets sacked, you have no choice but to become Wolves manager, do you?
You've sort of, it makes teams think about, because I think Middlesbrough have set their plans, and bearing in mind Rob Edwards has only just gone to Middlesbrough this season. They've set up their team and they're having a great season, and their season is going to be impacted one way or the other.
Yeah.
Because another team have come in and
It's
poached.
true. I think it's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
annoying.
From Rob Edwards' point of view, I really understand why he's gone there.
I do, yeah.
Because it's a team that he spent a lot of his career at. I think it's a team where he started his coaching career.
He's a fan.
I think a lot of his family still live
They do all still
in the sort of Wolverhampton area.
He said in his first words, his message back to Middlesbrough was talking about how his family still call Wolverhampton home.
So from his point of view, I get it.
And Middlesbrough just shut up.
Yeah, but Wolverhampton's not.
At least that's the shithole he's from.
yeah. No, I do feel for Middlesbrough, and as much as they're like a really direct rival of ours at the moment, I hope it doesn't throw their season
I hope
off,
it's-
apart from in about 10 days' time when we play them away. I hope it really cocks their season
Yeah,
up.
and another reason I hope it doesn't go tits up is because he's only took one of the staff with him, which means Adi Vivash has been announced that he's head coach for interim period.
Yeah,
So I wish the best because I love Adi Vivash.
Yeah.
So I hope it goes well from that point. I hope they're still in there. They're probably not going to do as good now, and who's to say they would have held on to it and finished second or third anyway? I would imagine they're still going to be in the mix. They're still going to be in the playoffs, aren't they? At the end of the season, realistically.
the other thing you think about is when it comes to the January transfer window, how many of those better Middlesbrough players is Rob Edwards going to try and so you think players like Hayden
yeah.
Hackney, who's been
Yeah.
excellent this season.
It's interesting, isn't it?
They've got the young lad, is it Naipan, that's on loan from Man City.
Yeah, I know who you're on about.
Couple of other really good players. I think Dale Fry, the club captain.
Yeah.
Um,
They've got a few good
yeah,
players.
that's my rant. I don't like seeing one team having a bad season, so they go and poach a manager from another team,
It's annoying, but
and it very rarely works.
it just very rarely.
It's amazing how often
Yeah.
a team change their manager because they're in trouble at the bottom of the league, and they still finish bottom of the league.
So I think with managers, going back to the Giants sacking their head coach in the NFL, it makes even less sense there because they barely play any games. Like Giants are only going to play 16 games this year, realistically.
17.
17 games this year, realistically. I don't think in the NFL, I think once you've got your coach for the start of the year, that should be it until the end. I don't think you should be able to get another one until the season.
A lot of the time they don't bother.
Especially because you get so much time off.
In the NFL, they always have what they refer to as Black Monday.
Yeah.
So once the regular season finishes on the Sunday, on the Monday, a lot of the teams that have done badly
just
will fire their coach and general manager.
That's how it should be.
So you get it's
But
always known as Black Monday.
realistically, the Giants are going to get a new head coach. They're still not going to finish in the playoffs. So what's the point? I'll eat my hat if they finish in the playoffs, and fair enough if they do. But it's not going to happen.
It's a strange one.
But yeah,
what's yours?
So I was thinking.
Is this what you messaged me about?
Yeah. So I was thinking this in the car on the way back, because it popped into my head, because it was taking me ages to get back from work. I was like, do you know what? And to the next me pulled up an absolutely mint condition, brand new, proper big jacked out Range Rover, and I was thinking to myself, I've got a good question like for the pod. Would you accept a brand new, like top of the range, like Rolls Royce, whatever you want, like top of the deck, everything car, but every journey you take, whatever it is, whether it's to the shops, whether it's to Wales, takes twice as long? So every time you wanted to go to the office, for example, instead of taking 20 minutes, it takes 40 minutes there and back. And if there's traffic, which means instead of taking 20 minutes, it's going to take half an hour, it now takes an hour. And so every time you put the sat-nav on, whatever live time it says it's going to take in that moment, you got to double it. But you're in like a brand new Rolls Royce Wraith. Like
That's a tough one because on the one hand I love cars and it kind of ties into what we're going to talk about next for our top 5. But on the other hand, you've suffered being in a car with me when I'm stuck in traffic.
yeah, you can't stand it.
And I'm unbelievably impatient.
But how impatient would you be in a Rolls Royce Wraith?
Well, if I was sat in a top of the line Range Rover with the massage seat on.
You think being sat in the top of the range like Rolls Royce is nicer than being sat in your living room? So it's like, what are you in a rush for? Do you know what I mean?
I think that if we say, if I go on a 20-minute journey, it's going to take me 40 minutes. I'll probably be able to put up with that. If I was going to go on a 45-minute journey and it was going to take an hour.
By the way, answer this in the comments as well. By the way, so this one I'm going to say, you know that it's double before you leave. So like if you know, like, for example, to go to work, you wouldn't be 20 minutes late to work because it's took double the amount of time. You would know beforehand that it's going to take 40 minutes instead of 20.
I think for those short journeys,
it wouldn't be that bad, would it?
I'd be okay. It was like if for example, when we go down to Wales, and it normally takes 2.5 hours. If you told me it was going to take 5 hours.
Yeah, but you're in a Rolls Royce all the way to Wales. And then like, even to the gym, where realistically it takes us about 10 minutes to get to the gym, it now takes 20. But when we go during like rush hour sort of time, it takes 15. It's now half an hour drive.
I think for the short journeys, I'd be okay with it.
And Nanny and Pops' house is now 14, 15 minutes away.
I think for anything over an hour, doubling anything over an hour, I think I'd probably struggle.
I thought that was one of those questions where it's not really answerable. I was going to ask it to you, and I was like, no, this is a proper podcast question.
Yeah.
To answer this in the comments, because I thought that was class.
Yeah, short journeys I'd be okay with it. Long journeys, no, I couldn't.
You reckon?
I couldn't do that. Even in a really nice Range Rover or something. Which brings us on quite nicely to our top 5. We're going to go top 5 dream cars between us. So
I need to get my notes out so I can remember what I've said and what I haven't said.
I think from my point of view, the cars that I pick will probably say something, and it ties in with us being taller. Because I was thinking about you might expect us, you might expect us to say stuff like Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Pagani Zonda and
not a chance.
All that kind of stuff. Absolute waste of time. Me even attempting to try and get into one of those. So stuff as fantastic as they are, stuff like that is off the list. And these are going to be in no particular order, by the way. So not most favourite to least favourite. Do you want to go first or second?
We'll go one each. So we'll go one. Do you know?
Okay.
No particular order though.
So first up for me, I am going to go with. I'm going to go Mercedes G-Wagon.
But are you doing a 5 and I'm doing a 5?
Yeah, we'll do it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to go Mercedes G-Wagon.
Really?
From
Yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah. Not because it's not. It's in no particular order. It's just the first one. Yeah, I would go with a nice big G-Wagon.
It is a good shout. It is a good shout.
What's your first one?
I've got a seriously good list, by the way. Like it's got.
I'm worried that you might have a few the same as me.
It's got to be an absolute whip to get into my top 5. But first, because this is the rest are in no particular order, but this is my number 1. If I won the lottery now, the first car I would be on Google trying to buy would be a proper old school '67 Mustang.
Yeah, see, that would have been that's one that was going to be on my
number
list.
1 dream car.
Yeah.
By an absolute mile, and I'd have it. I'd either have it in black or red.
Red, that'd be
I'd have it in like the darky sort of reddy colour.
Red 67 fastback.
Yeah, oh man, what a car!
Anybody out there wants us to come and do a review and see if we can fit into them, hit us in the comments.
Oh, what a car!
We'd love to do that.
But yeah, that's definitely that's number 1 for me by quite a long way as well. I would say.
The next, my next one, it's kind of, I suppose it's in the sort of supercar / sports car arena, but A, they're bigger, and B, I've watched a program about how they make them and they customise them for you, so I know I would definitely be able to fit in it. Is a Rolls-Royce Wraith.
That was
two-seater Rolls-Royce Wraith. Just beautiful. There's loads of different customisable.
450 grand.
I think the basic, when I watched the programme about them, and this is probably 5 or 6 years ago now, the basic entry level one at that point was £270,000.
Right, and that's like the basic.
But when you bought one, you got invited to the factory, and they
they fit the seats.
The seat was fitted around you, and like all that kind of stuff. So I know I'd be able to fit into one of those. So Rolls-Royce Wraith is my second choice.
My next one, my number 2 is Rolls-Royce Wraith. So, because that's on my list, I can't really change that now because that's obviously on there. So I'll let you do your. Actually, I'm doing my next one just in case you steal it.
Well, you pinched my Mustang as well, so.
That is true. Yeah, I will go with an absolutely top of the line, decked out with everything you want. Ford F-150.
Oh, yeah, this top 5 is more or less the same. Yeah, I love pickup trucks. Got absolutely no practical reason to have one. And
there isn't at all. No.
I think it'd be an absolute nightmare owning one in this country.
Yeah.
A big Ford F-150. But man, I really want one.
Yeah, they're sick, aren't they?
It's
Now, so I've
simple
got
as
three
that.
now. Have you got three as well? Because we've both got Wraith and F-150. And what was your first one again?
G-Wagon.
G-Wagon and I've had Mustang. Yeah.
I think if I was going to go for one more, do you know what? I think it probably still would be a Range Rover.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
As much I love the G-Wagon, but I still think, especially living around here, where we're not that far away from where Range Rovers are built, so you see them around.
You do see them around a lot.
All the time.
You do see them
They're
around
10
a
a
lot.
penny around here. I still think if I was genuinely shopping for a car of that I had that sort of money to spend, I would go around looking at every dealership and looking at every big fancy car going, and then I'd buy
A Range Rover.
a Range Rover.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That might be an age thing.
I think I would have. I've still got two left to put in there. I think I'd have, and I know we said no cars like this, but I would just have to because certain days it'd be so sick. I'd have a Ferrari LaFerrari.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, I
Like
don't.
proper, like they look cool still, like proper little fast. Like if I
You-
could fit in it.
You'd have more chance of fitting
I mean,
into one of those than me.
Yeah, realistically, if
I
we had
think.
one, we'd both have to get it customised. But
Yeah. Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I could fit in it, that'd obviously be it.
I've got one more. My last one.
I think we both got one more to
What
stick
would I
in.
go
there.
for? Tell you what I really like. I would go for one of the. If you've ever watched Gas Monkey Garage, Fast and Loud,
Show.
where they do up and they take like the really old like 1950s American pickup trucks. They take the body and they put it onto like a modern
Have
chassis.
you seen?
So it's got cruise control, 4-wheel drive, air conditioning, all the rest of it, but it's got the really old body over the top of it. I think I'd go for one of those.
That there is what I'm looking for, but I can't.
I think they're just called Ford trucks.
I think. Have you seen down there? There's a turquoise one at the moment.
Is there? I've not noticed
and
that.
a Ford truck, and it's really, really sick. I'm just trying to remember what. I've just found a photo of what that another strong contestant for me, and this would have to be instead of my Mustang. I'd have that parked next to a 1971 Aston Martin DBS. That
They are
would
nice.
be right up there as well. I've just seen a photo of it, but it's not. It's done that stupid thing where it's not put the title of what it actually is. There it is. I have a 1966 Jaguar E-Type. Rose that.
Oh,
But I'd have it
Pops will be with you on that one.
in that exact colour there. That's exactly what mine would look
British
like.
Racing Green.
Yeah, proper. Like proper British green, like with the like cream brown sort of interior. Yeah, proper nice car that is.
I'm just trying to find my Tenable.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Do you know what? I think we both have very, very good top fives there, and you've
We do.
redeemed yourself a bit on the top fives because you've had some stinkers in them last week. I'm surprised you didn't say like Ford KA or something.
Have a word.
That's been the standard for the past 2 weeks. Right, whilst
So I've
finding the
got,
tenable,
I think I've got it now.
rate these out of 10 in the comments. Because she always laughs at me for eating this because she used to put this in a hamster's cage. And a hamster used to eat it. And now I feel a little bit weird when I eat it, but it is banging. If you're wondering what I've been munching on, it's been this. It's a little bit, it's called Island Mix. Raisins, pineapple, papaya and apricots all dried out. Oh.
So, your Tenable this week, after I got 9 out of 10 last week,
What was it again?
it was most populated states
Oh yeah.
in the US. Yours this week is going to be It's the top 10 countries for Summer Olympics gold medals. So the 10 countries
Okay.
that have won the most Olympic gold medals, so not total medals, but
just gold?
but gold medals.
Damn. Okay. Right.
This is up to the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's only summer. It's not including the Winter Olympics.
We will go. The US of A.
Where do you think they are on the table?
First.
Top. They are top.
Yeah.
Yes. Miles and miles ahead of the next
I will
country.
then go China.
Where do you think China is?
Second.
China is on the list.
Is it? I
Yeah.
don't know. Fourth.
China is fourth.
Damn. I will go with Jamaica.
Not in the top 10.
Really? I thought Usain Bolt is winning everything every time.
You think
Damn.
you've had People's Republic of China who are fourth with 303 according to ESPN, and the USA who are first with 1,110.
Yeah.
So that's
United
one
Kingdom.
life. The United Kingdom are third.
Okay.
So you've got 3 so far.
Australia.
Australia are, let me just make sure. Australia are 10th.
Damn! Okay. Right, I'm doing better on this than I thought I would.
You've only lost 1 life so far, and you've got
4.
You got 4: USA, Great Britain, China, and Australia so far.
That's a risky one to go with that. I'll go with. I don't know. I don't want to lose any more lives. Because they're banned from the Olympics, is Russia been taken off the list?
No,
I don't know how it
so
works.
Russia is I'll accept Russia
That was going
as
to be my guess.
as a
but-
correct answer
Okay.
because it's down on here as the Soviet Union.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're second.
I didn't know how it works because they're not allowed to compete anymore. I didn't know if their history in the Olympics had just been wiped.
So you've now got the top 4.
Well,
and
then.
So they're second.
I thought they were.
So you've got the USA first, Soviet Union second, Great Britain third, China fourth. You've then got Australia in 10th. Of the 1, 2, 3, 4, of the 5 remaining countries you've got, 4 of them are European and 1 of them isn't.
So the one that isn't is. No, I won't do that yet.
I would go for the European ones first
Yeah.
if I was you.
I'll go with France.
France are 6th.
Nice. Well in. I will go with Spain.
Spain are not in the top 10.
Damn. Okay.
In fact, Spain aren't even on this. Oh, they are. They're way down there.
Germany.
Germany are 5th.
Okay.
I think if you took all, I don't know if they've combined
Well, yeah.
from when Germany was split
I
into
assume
East and
they
West
have.
as well, but no, they can't because East Germany is 11th.
Okay. How many have we got left? 2.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You said Germany, didn't you?
Germany, France.
France. You've said you said Australia. So
3.
you've got 3 more left to get.
2 European and 1 not.
2 European and 1 not.
So my non-European guess is split between 2 countries, and I don't want to say that yet, because that's just a 50-50 coin toss for me to get 10 out of 10, and that's what I want it to be. European countries. I've got a bit of an outsider guess, and I wish this wasn't my last life. Because they've been in it right from the start. Don't know if they like that though. Maybe my non-European one was wrong though. I want to say Greece because they've been in it from the start. but I don't think they're an answer. And I'm not going to go. They're I can't. I'm trying to think who I can see lining up, and you never
Looks
see any
like
Greek
it's about
people
a top
there.
25 and they're not in there.
Oh, that wasn't a guess, by the
No,
way. No, yeah. No, I can't. Do I go for my... I'm going to go my non-European one that's left as Canada.
no.
No, that was, when I said it split between two, they weren't one of the two. Oh, you idiot. My other guess...
Canada is 19th.
My two for the split between the non-European one were either Kenya or like Ethiopia.
No, they're not as high up.
Because they're amazing at all the running
They
races.
win all the distance, but you got to think with the Olympics, you've got all like table tennis, weightlifting, diving, shooting, swimming.
Hell.
It's not just athletics.
So the European country left is...
You've got 2 European countries left.
Oh yeah. What?
You've got 1 life left.
Have I?
I think, yeah.
No, I think that's all 3. Spain, Canada.
Oh yeah.
And who else?
So
Oh no, I do have a life left. Who's my other one?
Canada, Spain, and you said Kenya / Ethiopia.
No, because I thought I was out, but I don't think I was out, was I?
Okay, I'll give you 1 more life anyway.
I was out. I know, I said it's Spain, Canada,
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
So,
that was it. Yeah, I know I was out.
The one European country, if pizza tossing was an Olympic sport, they'd win medals in it.
So I had them to guess, but I just didn't. What? Spain being wrong threw me off, saying countries like that, as if Italy.
Yes, Italy are in there. The non-European country we talked about the other day, because a load of their athletes came over in their traditional dress. Japan.
Yeah.
And the last one, I don't even know how to give you a clue for the last one. I'd have been absolutely amazed, and there's no way I'd have got this one. Was Hungary.
Really?
Because I think they do really well in like some of like the other
they do
out there, so like fencing and stuff.
Yeah.
They win loads of medals at weightlifting and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So you got 7.
I'm quite happy with
7
that.
out of 10 is not bad, because that was quite.
Effort.
That might have been the most difficult tenable.
That was
We've
a
had
tough
so
one. I'm quite happy with that.
Last thing I was thinking about that I meant to mention at the start and I've forgotten. You know how when things get big, people that follow it have nicknames. So like if you're a fan, stay with me. If you're a fan of Taylor Swift,
You're a Swiftie.
you're a Swiftie,
Yeah.
right? If you watch the Kelsey Brothers podcast, they refer to their viewers as like
97%.
97% as well.
or something like that.
I was thinking we need something to refer to our viewers as, and I've had a thought.
Oh,
This
God.
is my genius coming into play. Our channel's called Ducking Through Doorways,
It is.
so the people that watch our show could officially be known as Mother Duckers.
I don't know.
So we can start the show.
Duckers.
What up, Mother Duckers?
We might have to roll with that, you know.
It's just a thought.
Mother Duckers. Welcome back.
What up,
Welcome
Mother
back,
Duckers?
Mother Duckers.
It's got a ring to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does have a ring.
If
It
you
does
stuck,
have a ring. I like that, actually.
if you've stuck with us to this point and you're still watching, we really appreciate you. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button across the bottom down there somewhere,
Get to it.
please do it, because it does help us
I'm
to
thinking.
grow this.
I'm thinking we replace, because every time every podcast I watch gets refreshed and replaced every now and again. I'm thinking we replace the WTF section with, and it is style off backside again, and they call it Gaz Gobbles because it's a nickname for one of the guys. But basically, I'll do it. I'll be the presenter of it each week, and like me versus you, or we can do it each way like Tenable, where I'll get 3 news stories. One of them will be real, and 2 of them will be fake, but they'll all be ridiculous. So it won't be like they've sent monkeys to Mars. Someone's
They'll all be
done a
believable.
triple backflip off the Burj Khalifa, and I've had pizza for tea. Like, it's that,
Yeah.
they're all ridiculous. And but I've got to try and, like, not throw you off, sort of, but you'll get to grips with it if we decide to do it. Because when they do it on the
We'll have a
podcast,
look.
it's like when they first started doing it, he used to do it, and then he used to play against the other three that would try and guess it, and how rattled they used to get trying to work together to do it was so funny. So I just thought it was a great section. But yeah, we'll have to see about that,
There we go.
I reckon.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks guys.
See you next time.
Subscribe.